So, hello and welcome. Now we meet here in an interview to talk with Joy Drake, the creator of the Transzformation game. And thanks for coming, Joy. I am very glad that you are here.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm honored to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. So I have some questions. We all know, or a lot of people knows, the Transzformation game. And it is a well-known game in spiritual connotation. Everybody heard about it or even played it. And it is an old game. It is more than 40 years old, and it is a very good tool for those who are seeking their conscious living in everyday life or want to get answers from the game. And so I thought, as a first question of what does consciously living mean to you, and how do you live it in your everyday life?
This is such a, thank you, Eniko. This is a wonderful question for anyone to ask at any stage. The question is, am I living consciously? Am I living my life consciously with intention, with intuition, with inner guidance? And if you ask that question, you will find yourself, when I asked that question, I found myself on a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage is a special kind of journey. It's a journey to a holy place, and that we hope we're going to meet the sacred, and the meeting will change us in some way. We don't go on pilgrimages to return the same person. That's a holiday or a vacation. We go, we see the sights, blah, blah, blah. So you only go on a pilgrimage if you want to be changed. So I'm responding to the question is, we don't know the ways we're going to be changed. So if you want your life, which all of us do, to be predictable and safe and in control and knowing what's going to happen next, we have to lay all that down and offer it up, because we really don't know what we're seeking. We ask the question, am I living consciously? And when I asked that question, which, as you know, it's going back a while, I thought, how did I invent the game? How did I get to Fintorn? You know, you can look at whatever age and stage you are and say, how did I get here? Did I consciously intend this? You know, I'm in this relationship, I have this body, I have this bank account or diet. How did I get here? And you'll see, I saw that there have been what I call catapult moments in my life. I go along and suddenly something happened to me. It's a turning point. And I just went, and I landed somewhere new, unexpected. It flipped me out. This is why we were mentioning earlier about crises. Crises grab our attention and they bring us into the present moment. It's like shock, you know, like wake up, get here. And so you can look back on your life. Sorry, it's a long, I can talk for 2 hours on this one question. I warned you. You can see you have different, so in my life, I go back to one of the earliest turning points that led me to the game was discovering when I was at university, the work of Alice Bailey, who is a prolific writer for the Theosophical society, the Lucis Trust. And a phrase that she uses a lot is soul-infused personality. And I had a really strong negative reaction to that. And I thought, that's such jargon. What does that mean? What's the difference between a soul-infused person and anyone else? Can you tell by looking at them? How do you recognize someone? And I think that question was really an invitation to my soul. In other words, the soul heard, I wonder what a soul infusion is all about. And the soul, I imagine, in my imagination, said, I'll show you. You want to know what soul infusion is? I'll show you in your own life, and I will help you show others how to be soul infused, how to live the most full, the most joyful, the most useful, the most serviceful, the most whatever. Now, when that happened to me, when I had that question, I didn't know what I was asking. I didn't know what I was inviting. I was clueless. You want to say, I don't know whether you asked me or not, like, how did I invent the game? So
we are interested in that one too.
Yes, it was, I didn't consciously invent it.